welcome. My name is Francine Scaboria and I work at Safe Berks. Safe Berks is the local nonprofit that serves survivors of domestic violence and sexual assault. Our services are confidential, they're free, and they're available 24 hours a day. I want to thank our guest today, Oumar Kallo. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. And Oumar is a member of the Safe Berks team. So tell me a little bit about yourself and what led you also to Safe Berks.
Okay. Well, I'm originally from Guinea, which is in the west coast of Africa. I moved to Reading in 2004. I'm an alumni of Reading High School.
Wonderful.
And also Alvernia University, where I obtained a bachelor's degree in criminal justice. Prior to working at Safe Berks, I've worked with children and
Yes.
also with adults with various disabilities and helping them in their homes.
Excellent, excellent. That is wonderful. And we're so glad that you're part of the Safe Berks team. It's a pleasure to work with you. You always have a smile. You always make my day every day when I see you. So you worked at the children's home
Yes, I
for
worked there.
some time before Safe Berks.
Yeah, for about 3 years.
Okay, great. And what did you do at the children's home?
Well, I was a youth behavior specialist,
Okay.
and from then move on to a supervisor position. So basically, just assisting the children with their daily tasks and their goals as well.
That's great. And that kind of led you to Safe Berks. Tell me about your job title at Safe Berks and some of the work you do at Safe Berks.
My job title at Safe Berks, I am the CAC, which is a Children's Alliance Coordinator.
Okay.
So basically, it's more of a liaison between Safe Berks and the Children's Alliance Center.
Okay.
And what I do is I serve as an advocate for the child victim and their family, and I provide the family information about community resources in Berks County while the child is having their forensic interview done.
Excellent. And your compassionate nature, I think, is so good to work with the children and the families at this very, very terrible time, tough time for them.
Absolutely.
And the Children's Alliance Center of Berks County is a service of opportunity house, and it's really brings together a coalition. Safe Berks is one member of that coalition, and they serve child victims of sexual abuse, people under the age of 18 who have been victimized by child sexual abuse. So it allows the child to only have to deal with one set of people instead of multiple agencies.
Absolutely,
So,
yep.
yeah. So I know we had chatted a little bit about you provide many different kinds of information to the families. Things like
Well,
access,
some of the services I tell them about is, obviously I'll tell them about our services,
Yes.
our counseling department, which is very important for the child and their family, and also our legal services in the event they need to file for a PFA or an SVPO, which is a sexual violence protection order, and also other community resources such as possible free insurance and
Yes.
Also notification processes and also how to get compensated for lost wages and out-of-pocket expenses then.
Because they shouldn't be further victimized
Absolutely.
by losing money because
Absolutely.
they're dealing with this crime.
Absolutely.
Yeah, those are great resources. And I know in addition to your work with the CAC, you also have played a role with the Safe Berks support group that
Yep.
meets, I think, every 2 weeks for teenagers
Absolutely.
who are teenage survivors of domestic violence or sexual assault. Tell me a little bit about the support group and how that's going.
Well, the support group are going good. I do two support groups. One of course, is the teen support group. We're doing it based off DBT, which is dialectical behavior therapy. It's a skill-based therapy based on 4 modules, which is mindfulness, distress tolerance, emotional regulation, and interpersonal effectiveness. So far, it's going good, and our clients are enjoying the groups.
That's great. And I am sometimes working at the front desk when I see the teenagers go in, and they're really happy to go in and they're happy when they leave.
Absolutely.
Because I think you make it an enjoyable night in addition to you're working through some of these modules and giving them the tools to deal with their emotions.
Absolutely.
But also in a way that joking around with them the way
Yep.
teenagers like. So yeah, that's great.
It's just about building a rapport and connection, and at the end of the day, they have to practice those skills that we teach them. So.
Yes, and every client that we deal with, the ones you deal with at the CAC or through the support groups, they all have experienced profound trauma.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's
So talking to people, do you think that's a major method of healing, just the talking?
Personally, I believe it is.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people, you know, especially children, like to bottle things, and they don't feel much comfort, you know, sharing certain things to their parents. So when they come to these groups, that's a place of outlet where they can let it all out without fear of somebody else telling their business out in the community. Because of course we are a very confidential agency, so it's an outlet for them where they can just speak freely and then talk about their trauma.
Yeah, that is excellent. I want to let everyone know, for more information about the counseling support groups, which are all free and, as you said, confidential, we've got multiple support groups going. Teens, men, we also have a group for females. We have another group for females who are specifically in recovery from addiction. And we also have another group through the LGBT Center of Greater Reading. So all the information about that is on our website, which is at www.safeberks.org. Go to services and then go to counseling. Kind of scroll down and you'll get to all the support groups. So you can get in touch with us for that. So what is the most rewarding aspect of your job? What do you find rewarding?
Well, there's a lot of reward in it, but the fact that I'm taking just a load off of these parents through their time of need, you know, providing them information that they would have to stress about if we're not here to help them find these information, being the advocate and then providing things that they're going to need down the line. Also letting them, having them know that we are here for them to help them. You know, I mean, it's not going to take away what happened, but it's one less thing for them to stress about during their time of need.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Well, thank you for everything that you do. And stay in touch with us at Safe Berks. You can call, you can email, you can check out our website. We're here to help 24 hours a day.
Absolutely.
Thank you.